Okay, well, I started dismantling sections of this engine. I need to lift it up so that I can get the steering rack down below loosened, take it off, and then I can get that joint out of there, removed, and put on one that fits. I hope. Okay, so we'll do an update. You probably see that ball joint is off, as well as that one. Had to take the tires off in order to get to them. I've at least gotten down to where I can see the bolts, so I can loosen it. Loosen it's another story. And this motor mount looks less accessible, but it's probably more so. And that'll be the next step after I take this hose off. Okay, so we're getting ready to, the mounts have been loosened up, disconnected, so I'm getting ready to lift the engine. I hope. And get this bad boy lifted enough to get the steering rack out from underneath the engine, and we shall see. So you could probably see the engine mount right there. It should be up enough that I can clear the bolts down below and reverse it and back out of the swivel joint that's on there and put the new one. Okay, so currently, I don't know if you can see down there just past the, we do have the steering rack in. It does have it. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but probably can from this one. The spacers, because this thing is too, it's much smaller in height. The spacers are now moved down to the bottom. We have that. We have managed to get the steering shaft swivel off, and you will see the issue. The old one, it looks like it was about, 2 inches shorter. So you really had to move things to make it happen. And then we did move things. So that may be a problem we solve. The other the problem that we have not solved is that this this nut doesn't back out. So, and I don't have a wrench big enough. Don't have one big enough, and that can be a problem. Anyway, more later. Okay, just as a note, this is the new Z3 rack. This is probably the easiest one to get on. It doesn't want to go on fully. Oh, well, it will go on this end, but it won't reach. And this guy right here will not reach. So what I'm down to is I am going to throw, I don't know if you can see it from this angle, this steering rack back in. But that means that I am going to clean it up, get the oil off of it. I am going to change out the boots. And then I will just like a light brush and throw that back into the car and screw it. We will get the steering fixed on another project by itself. As I have futzed around way too long with that steering, and it's got all this stuff is front end stuff, but it's there's junk under here like power steering pump reservoir and a couple lines that are held up from being put back in because. So We shall fix that. More later.